Hi! In this week's video, I'm going to answer one of the most frequently asked questions I get. And this video is really for people who are considering becoming health coaches and really want to follow this path. The question that I get asked the most is going to the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which I'm going to call IIN for short, is going to that school worth it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some information that will help you decide whether it's worth it for you. If you've ever heard of the course and you've looked into it, you might be aware of how much it costs. It's around $6,000. And I remember the first time I called the school to try and find out more information about the school, and she told me the price and I was like, what? And is it really going to be worth it? Well, before I really help you figure out whether it's right for you or not, I guess the first thing that I want to say is something is only worth it if it actually is great value for money. If you want to pursue health coaching and you want to change people's lives and you want to help people heal and you really care about wellness and this is what you feel is your calling, well, doing a course that will help you do that isn't actually expensive, particularly if you end up building a career that helps you make way more than $6,000. But if, on the other hand, you find yourself in a situation where you spend £6,000 on a course and it gets you nowhere and it doesn't help you build the career that you want, it doesn't help you make more money than what you've paid to do the course, then that is bad value for money. So that is something that I kind of want you to think about as you're going through this, which is, will this course help me really build the life that I want? And if it will, then actually it's great value for money. In order for you to make the right decision on this, is instead of thinking about how much does it cost, can I afford it, ask yourself this question, which is, do I want to go? And if you want to go, then try and find a way to make it work, because this course might end up being the very thing that you need in your life. But if you think, I don't really want to do this course, then that answers your question in terms of whether it's not worth it for you. Let's kind of discuss a few things that will help you decide whether it's worth it or not. The first thing is, what is this program? Well, the health coaching program by the Institute for Integrative Nutrition is really an online course for people who want to learn how to become health coaches, or if you want to learn about how you can live your healthiest life. Now, some people do use it to become health coaches, and there are so many different types of health coaches. I think I've actually created a separate video on how to become a highly paid health coach, where I talk about the different ways people use health coaching to build a business and to be experts and leaders in the wellness industry. It's all about what you want to do next in your career. The first thing to ask yourself is, why do you want to become a health coach, and whether IIN can help you. The Institute for Integrative Nutrition, it is one of the best schools for learning how to become a health coach. The reason why I say this is because they have literally so many students who have changed so many people's lives. If you care about helping people, if you care about health, if you care about wellness, if you're always having green smoothies, if you love exercising, if you love feeling good and helping other people to feel good, then IIN is definitely your tribe. There are so many people that have books and that are successful that have actually gone to IIN, and they make literally 7 figures. Some people make 6 figures. Some people make an income that is more than what they were earning in their previous job. I actually talk more about this in my other video, which is how to become a highly paid health coach. If you want to watch that video, then just click on the link above, because there I share with you how people have become successful at what they do. Doing this online program will actually help people either through doing online courses, or you can work with people privately, like one-on-one in person or online, or you can work with groups of people online or in person. You can do retreats, you can do workshops, or you can just do workout plans and recipe plans and all that sort of stuff. There's so many different things that you can do, and IIN will help you to do this. That's really the purpose of this course. I found that there are really 5 things that actually will influence whether this is the right fit for you or not. The first thing is, if you love health and wellness. It makes a massive difference if you are obsessed with health and wellness. So there's a lot of lessons and a lot of modules where you dive deep into over 100 dietary theories. Now, these dietary theories are so broad and so different that you learn about the different ways people can heal, the different ways people can have energy, the different ways people can be healthy. And if you're not that interested in health, then you probably won't be interested in learning over 100 dietary theories. However, if you're someone that loves watching TED Talks, and you love listening to podcasts, and you love reading blog posts, and you love pinning things on Pinterest, and you really love learning more about the ways of eating and about the ways of being healthy, then this course is definitely for you. The second thing that makes IIN a good fit is if doing IIN isn't the only thing that you've done in your previous work experience or in your education. Now, the reason I say this is because I do not recommend it to someone who is straight out of university. You can do it straight out of university, but IIN works best if you are combining it with something else that you're good at. So, for example, there are lots of students that were nurses, and so they did the health coaching program so that they could better help nurse and take care of their patients. Or they are personal trainers who also want to help patients get better results, because with personal training you might create workout plans and you might help someone to train, but you might struggle to help someone to develop the healthy habits that help them get toned and help them feel confident. And with health coaching, you're really all about helping people develop the healthy habits so they can actually get the results they want and keep the results they want. Or in my case, I worked in business, so mine is completely different industry. I worked in business, I was a branding person. But long story short is that I discovered that actually the best way for me to combine health coaching with my experience was to help professionals become high performers in what they do. So this is all about helping professionals have energy, be productive, be healthy and happy, and that's kind of the basis of a lot of the things that I do. If you see my Instagram, you'll see me talk a lot about mindset and a lot about productivity and a lot about having energy. And that was actually inspired by IIN and enabled by IIN. It's really a question for you. What's your experience? What's your background? And whether you want to combine what you've already done with something else, then IIN is a great fit, because the whole idea is that it gives you the tools to better help people in a way that you are interested in, and you can also already utilize the skills that you already have. The third thing is also your career goals. If you want to build a career where you are helping people change their lives and achieve their health and wellness goals, and that is something that you would think you would find meaningful and you think you'd find that fulfilling, then IIN is a great fit for you. Now, if your career goals is something completely different, or if you're not yet sure on what you wanted to do with your career, then I totally recommend just hitting the pause button and getting clear on what you want to do next in your career. Because if you know exactly where you want to go, it makes it really easy to figure out whether IIN is the best fit for you. And if you're not quite sure what that is yet, then I definitely don't recommend doing this course just yet. Instead, take the time to think about yourself, your future, what makes you happy, and then try and see what would be the best fit for that. Now, if you're not sure what you want to do next in your career, I do have separate videos on that, so I'll put a link in the description box below. I also have a career clarity course, which will actually help you get clear on what you want to do next in your career. IIN, it is great for people who either want to heal themselves or people who want to help heal other people. And so you have to be willing to do one of the two of them in order for you to get your return on investment. And the fourth thing is also how hungry you are to make an impact in this world. As someone who has done this, I graduated from IIN, I believe, I graduated from IIN 3 years ago in 2016. And it has not been easy to build my business since graduating. Now, I loved IIN. I will create a separate video on my experience with IIN, but I loved it. It was actually one of the best things I ever studied. I enjoyed it way more than business school. I just absolutely loved it. But running a business has been difficult. And the only thing that has kept me doing this for 3 years is actually focusing on the impact I want to make. The thing that motivates me more than anything is the idea of seeing more women in executive positions and seeing more female leaders. And I would love to live in a world where this whole equality thing in the workplace is no longer an issue. It's no longer a conversation. women all over the world are able to get whatever job they want and they're able to reach their full potential. So that's what I care about. So whenever I'm going through a really hard time, I try and think about, okay, you're going through a really hard time, but your job is to help women be high performers and be top performers at what they do. And so long as I remember my why, that motivates me. Now, after going through all the struggle that I've been through, because shortly after I launched my business, I got a tumor and then I had a baby. So sure, I've had some life changes that have made running a business more difficult, but just getting clear on the impact that I want to make has made it so much easier to push through and to get to a point where now the business is making money. Like, the business is making money. I no longer need to do a 9-to-5 job, and this is my full-time job, and I've been making it my full-time job for the past 3 years. This wouldn't have been possible if I gave up. So you have to ask yourself this question: will you give up? Now, if you don't know what kind of impact you want to make, that's totally okay. I didn't know what impact I wanted to make until I graduated. But the key thing is that you are committed to making some impact in the world. If you're committed to making some impact in the world, then IIN is definitely right for you. Last but not least, it's also about how you prefer to learn. One of the questions I've been asked is, what is it like learning online and not having to go to a physical classroom and meet teachers in person and see your classmates in person? Well, one thing that I know for sure is that I have actually preferred learning in IIN. And the reason for this is because I had a full-time job whilst I was studying. I did not have the time nor the interest to go to an actual university and learn there. I'd already been to university, I've already graduated, I've been there, done that, and I really wanted to learn around my schedule. I had an online blog, I had a full-time job, which is a really challenging job. I was working as a consultant for global brands like Nike, L'Oreal, Unilever, so really big accounts, and they were time consuming. And being able to do IIN basically when it fitted me was perfect. And the amazing thing is that the online classes, they had videos and audio lessons and workbooks and all the things that make learning fun for me. It was totally right up my street. So if you want to be able to have the flexibility to learn as you go and fit it around your schedule, then IIN is for you. But if you're someone who prefers going to a physical university and meeting a lecturer and doing things that way, then maybe IIN is not right for you. So in summary, I've basically shared the key things that I think you need to think about, and if you find it's right for you, then awesome, that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. I guess there's no other way for me to explain this than to say that doing IIN was one of the best, if not the best decision I ever made for my career. I would not be able to live the life that I live now if it was not for IIN. And yeah, like there's nothing else that I can say that would really emphasize that point other than just to say that point in like by itself. Anyways, if you want to do IIN and you want to sign up and you want some information about that, then click on the link in the description box below. Actually be able to email me and I might be able to get you a scholarship or some sort of discount to make it more affordable for you. So if you want to do that, then simply click on the link in the description box below. You can also get sample classes if you want to have a feel or taste for what it's like. I'll leave a link in the description box below. But anyways, that's it for me for this week. If you have any other questions on IIN, please let me know by leaving a comment in the box below, and I'll be sure to create another video answering your questions. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next week. All right, bye.